Revolta, I thought we let you out. Didn't we let you out? I thought you were up for parole. Okay, maybe you didn't get paroled. It's entirely possible. You are a pretty terrible person. Good morning, everyone. Dave from the Wee Hours here, back with some more Prison Architect, where, as usual, here in Dave's moderately awesome prison, we need to talk about Legendary Mitchell again. So, Legendary Mitchell, I have been frantically and expensively, I might add, researching death row, so we can get you killed. It's not personal, except it totally 100% is. So in 6 hours and 50 minutes, we're going to figure out how to execute people. And I really had pinned my hopes on that, Legendary Mitchell. Yeah, I'm looking at you down there. However, I have been very firmly told in the comments that that's not going to do squat for Legendary Mitchell. We can only execute death row inmates that we bring into the prison from outside after we've constructed death row. I can't put Legendary Mitchell on death row, despite the number of murders that he's done. And the number of murders has been exceptional. Come here. Yeah, you've murdered everyone. Really just everyone. And the dangerous driving and perjury. Yeah, you lied on the stand, didn't you? That's the really bad one right there. But apart from that, you've got like 325 years for all the murders you've done. But apparently, I can't execute you for that. This is a travesty of justice, as far as I'm concerned. So there's nothing I can do about that. We'll keep death row ticking along. There's no reason not to do that. But we're going to have to figure out another way to get Legendary Mitchell out of my hair. And we can start with that by making sure Legendary Mitchell stays where he's supposed to. So I had constructed the security office down here and then got very flummoxed when Legendary Mitchell was just very politely escorted over to the visitation room so his mother could visit. Legendary Mitchell's mother, you are a saint. Do you know how many people your son has killed? And you still showed up. You still showed up to visit him. However, I was reminded that although this is a security zone, it's not marked as staff only. So the staff, my guards here, said, oh, well, there's a visitor for Legendary Mitchell. I guess we'll escort him up to visitation. Seems like a perfectly fine thing to do. So what I needed to do, apparently, was mark the security zone as staff only. So this should be a staff-only area here. This bit here, okay. So I think, if I'm understanding the comments correctly, and I'm probably not, they shouldn't be taking him through this area anymore. The only people who can get in and out of this room, which is the only room into MaxSec, it's the only entrance, should be the staff. And I had to think about that while I was getting warmed up here. I bet the kitchen should be staff only too. Let's have the kitchen be staff only, because there's like a lot of sharp things in there that Legendary Mitchell could use to, shank a bunch of people, particularly Donnie and Boys. I'm shocked you guys have lived this long in the same cell block as Legendary Mitchell. And because I've got a little bit of daily cash flow going on, what I'm going to do is put yet another armed guard right here. Right here. And I say right here, you're not right here right now, but I am going to put you on a patrol. So I would like another armed guard on this patrol, please. Yes, this patrol. I want so many people with shotguns outside Legendary Mitchell's cell at all times. This is how this is going to go down, Legendary Mitchell. If I can't put you in the chair, or whatever it is we do around here, then I'm going to make sure many people with shotguns are standing outside your cell, so the second you pop off, at least a few people can get some shots in. I see Thomas here is up for parole. Thomas, tell me about yourself. Oh, you were just a minsec. Yeah, drunk and disorderly. That's terrible. That makes you an awful human being. However, it does look like you're about to get paroled. I mean, you're done anyway, man. You're done anyway. You're out tomorrow morning, one way or the other. But I will take your $3,000 if you get paroled. I can't see why you wouldn't. Have you done anything awful while you're here? I mean, everyone's done something awful. No. Actually, you've been a model citizen, Mr. Thomas. You've been a model citizen. You should totally get paroled, and then I'm sure we'll see you again in a few weeks. Now, what's going on up in medium security here? Right. We are trying to cram in as many cells as we can. We're shooting for that 100. 100 prisoners in here, we can get a big dump of money, and that's one of our end goals. End goal is 100 prisoners, and Legendary Mitchell is somehow not involved with Dave's awesome prison anymore. And I think we've still got a tunnel to be finding around here. I think there was something going on in here. I know I got a little bit of it, but I don't think we got all of the tunnel. So I'm going to do a couple of things. I'm going to put a regular guard on, just again beefing up our numbers a little bit because, you know, what with all the murders after the fires and the floods, and it all went very horribly wrong in the prison. But we did lose, well, a number of guards. Most of them are buried up here. A lot of them got hauled away in a pickup truck. Aha! Just what I was talking about. I knew there was something going on around here. Okay, guess what, boys? Time for another tunnel search. Off you go, kids. Let me know when you find the hole in the ground. Where do you think you're taking Legendary Mitchell? Oh, we're searching his room. Okay. I don't think Legendary Mitchell is the tunnel type. He's more the stab you in the face type and just run away kind of thing. In fact, he doesn't even run away. I've never seen him try to escape. He just likes murder. He's just really into that. He's very happy here, I think. He's exceptionally happy. He gets to murder tons and tons of people, and he just stays here and gets free food. So I don't think Mitchell is the escape type. But if you are Mitchell, just note, I have 3 people with shotguns patrolling your area at all times. We're finding some alcohol. We did find one of the tunnels. Okay, let's get zoomed in on that. Yeah, there we go. There we go. Okay, let's get that deconstructed, please. Remove these tunnels. Thank you very much. I'm just seeing now that this cell that I put in here didn't have the right cement walls and bricks. That's okay. I'll learn to cope with it, but it also doesn't have water, so let's get a small pipe going right in there. I'm sure you people would like some sort of working sanitary facilities. What else could I be doing around here? All right, they're dealing with the tunnel. That seems to be broadly handled. How's Legendary Mitchell? Still in his cell. Okay, you... Again, if I am understanding the comments correctly, and I'm sure I'm not, you shouldn't be able to get out anymore. You should not be permitted to leave this building under any circumstances. Now, the cooks should still be able to get into the kitchen for our enormous canteen for 3 people. But hey, there it is. It's an enormous canteen for 3 people. It's fine. But you should be able to still get into the kitchen. That's staff only. But we shouldn't be allowing Legendary Mitchell in there to grab all the stabby knives and start stabbing people. Ellison, you got a job in the shop, did you? What's your deal? Carjacking. Okay. I've had worse here. Lots of murders, actually, but I've had worse. What have you done? We found some weapons and we found some luxuries on you. Okay. You know what? You're the least of my issues. Okay, what's going on? What's going on? There's been an escape. Who escaped? Who escaped? How? How did you escape? I'm not actually sure. Did you kind of sneak out through one of these doors? Probably. I should probably start designating these too. I probably was supposed to be designating these like a million years ago. But no, that's staff only. That's staff only. That's definitely staff only. This can be staff only. Reception, I kind of need everyone in there. The staff room is staff only, but that kind of goes without saying. Actually, let's make the power and water staff only too. That seems sensible. And you know what? All of these guys can be staff only as well. You know what? Just for argument's sake, the staff room is staff only, guys. All right. Everything that needs to be staff only. The psychologist, God bless his little heart. What a champion he is. Lawyer's office, that can be staff only. Anything else that Oh, wait. Insecure? What are you insecure about? Are you having a personal issue? What's your problem? I don't know what your problem is. Why are you insecure about things? Are you just kind of sad? Do you have bad self-image? Cheer up. Legendary Mitchell down here is screaming for a wee tipple, as the folks say. Yeah, he's just really could use a drink right now. Go ahead and bust out, Legendary Mitchell. Go ahead. I got 3 guys with shotguns here and some regular guards. So you go ahead and you try and bust out anytime you want. I believe 3 people with shotguns should be able to handle that, although I've been told no. There is no stopping Legendary Mitchell. He is a murder machine walking the earth. But 3 guys with shotguns, that's got to be good, right? Now, there's a part of me that wants to put it to the test. If I sort of gave Legendary Mitchell his own area, like a cell down here or something, I just busted the wall open and said, you're free to go, man. Would he leave? I think he's very happy here. I'm wondering what would happen if I deliberately engineered an escape for Legendary Mitchell. Put down a cell here, and then just had a builder go out and take the wall down, and, there's your path to freedom. I think he'd stay. I think he'd stay mostly for the food and the murders, because he gets everything he wants here with basically zero consequences. I mean, I say zero consequences. You're on permanent punishment, but that's kind of on you, man. You still seem to be borderline pretty happy about things around here. I wonder if that would work. That may be my last-ditch effort. If I can't execute him, and he is just walking through armed guards like tissue paper, I may just engineer your own release, Mitchell. 2 people paroled back to back. That was nice. There's a quick 6K right there. Boy, those parolees just pay for themselves. Yeah, you head out, man. You head out. Wait, I can let you out, right? The whole staff-only thing. You can still get out through reception. You can get out that way. There's a way for you to get out, I'm pretty sure. You can maybe go through visitation or something. It actually wouldn't kill me just to have a door here. That's not the silliest idea. Ooh, $1,100 in exports. Good deal there. All right, we've got some money right now. I actually wonder if that staff-only thing might restrict the people who are actually being released and are free to go. I'm going to put a staff-only door here. Just there. So if they're allowed to go, the guards should come in and escort them through the area. But I wonder if I just kind of blocked people who legitimately are allowed to leave. We'll see. We'll see if that guy just stands by the door and goes, hey, you said I could be paroled, but I, can't get out. How does this work? Revolta, I thought we let you out. Didn't we let you out? I thought you were up for parole. Okay, maybe you didn't get paroled. That's entirely possible. You are a pretty terrible person. So yeah, Tobias Revolta, still in for the carjacking and the burglary and the whatnots. Yeah, you're gonna be here a while. We found some drugs. That's fine. That's fine. Go ahead and get high. It's probably for the best, actually. Ellison, Ellison, come here. Talk to me. What did you do apart from the drugs? Oh, nothing. Are you sure? Because I just got a little flag on you. Okay, apparently, you know what? We actually do have a broad policy. If you want to do drugs here, that's probably for the best because the place is terrible. So we've probably taken that off the punishments. Yeah, go ahead and try it anytime, Legendary Mitchell. Go ahead and try it. Go ahead. Pop out your door. Pop your head out the door. See what happens. I want to put another one on there. I really do. I want another armed guard in front of Legendary Mitchell's cell at all times. You go ahead and poke your nose out the door and see how many shotguns blow it off. Speaking of shooting people, I'd like to put up a little extra security type things around here. We haven't really done much with the PA system. That will suppress prisoners, okay, increases the suppression when placed in a cell block or a yard. Well, super. I'd like to put a few of those up, actually, specifically in medium security. I think medium could use a little bit of suppression around here. So throw one of those down there, and maybe one of those up there for now. We'll see if that kind of suppresses you guys. I'm going to put one down in minimum security, but I'd like to say those guys are pretty chill, but no, they're just as terrible. They're just as awful. They're horrible human beings. I know this is probably going to make them feel pretty sad because they're suppressed, but I'd like to focus my attention on MaxSec. I don't want to have to worry about you guys quite as much. Somebody decried me in the comments about my lack of finishing the floors here. They said, my God, this is the wee hours and you're not doing decoratives. I know. I just don't have a lot of free money kicking around at the moment. I don't make a lot every day, and we're basically out of grants until we finish Cell Block C, so there's no real fast way for me to get money. I mean, the paroles are helping a lot, and that workshop ain't doing too bad either with the exports. We might think about the forestry at some point, but I'm comfortable with our day-to-day money. I'm just not, I know, this is a first on the channel. I'm just not going to completely 100% blow it on decorative objects. We'll get there. You don't worry about that. Just in case I haven't done enough to Legendary Mitchell, I'm going to put up this guard tower. I think maybe sort of right here. Can I not put it there? Oh, I can put it up here. Oh, it's the trees. All right. We might be able to do something with the trees. Okay. We'll cut down these trees and then we'll put a guard tower up, basically right outside Legendary Mitchell's door. Now, this is pretty much the last thing in the world that Legendary Mitchell needs, but I'm going to give it his own shower. And give him his own shower. I don't want him to have any excuses. Any excuses at all. You're a terrible person, but I'm giving you, your own shower. I'm not sure why, but here we go. And have a bunch of grates so you don't flood the place. Oh, all the trees are coming down. Super. You do not deserve that. You are getting a new friend, though. There is somebody showing up in MaxSec tomorrow. I let that tick up a little bit. I mean, we've got the free cells. We may as well use it. I'm only seeing 2 armed guards down here. Is one of you on break? I don't really like that idea. I'd prefer you were actually not on break. I'd prefer you were just leaning those shotguns through the bars and killing Legendary Mitchell while he sleeps, but I suppose that's a bit mean. I can't do that, right? There's no possible way I can just sort of shoot him while he sleeps, is there? Let's see. Solitary lockdown, escort to infirmary, no shoot you while you sleep. Okay, that's unfortunate. And they did finish my new cells up here, so I could outline some more. Let's do, again, just kind of keeping people quiet is my goal. I'm going to do the improved cell, because that's obviously got its own shower, and they're going to be pretty happy to be in there. So one of those, and one of those. That's going to bring me up to 93. Where the heck am I going to put any other cells around here? I could do a basic cell sort of here. Actually, that works out just fine. Yeah, put one of those there, and one of those there. There's 5 more cells, all in medium security. I might just be able to squeeze all of this nonsense in here. Again, Legendary Mitchell, if you happen to make it through all of my cards on the inside, there's going to be somebody else waiting for you on the outside. I want us all to be very, very clear about my feelings about you. I want you dead. Apparently, I can't execute you, but I want you dead. And we did finish death row. That is done. Execution liability is what? Reduction in the required strength of conviction before death row proceedings can be properly started. Lowers the number of appeals. 10K for that, you say? Ooh, maybe in a little bit. We've got a bunch of people showing up tomorrow. 16 of them. Actually, that's a lot of people. So yeah, maybe once those guys come in, I'll sacrifice 10K for that. I do, as unfortunate as it is that I can't actually execute Legendary Mitchell, I do still feel it's important that we start executing people. This actually looks like a really good spot over here. Speaking of a really good spot, and wasting money in general, it's actually not a waste, but just in general, I could keep my perimeter wall going along the outside there. That is not the worst idea that I've had. Oh, we found some cigarettes. Oh, I so don't care about that. I can't even begin to muster up the energy to start caring about that. Never mind finish caring. Yeah, Legendary Mitchell's having a bit of a freak out here. He'd really like to get drunk, but check it out, Legendary Mitchell. I would not go on a rampage right at this exact second. 3 guys, 3 shotguns, patrolling. You do get your own shower, though. You should be pretty chill about that. Actually, Mitchell, come and talk to me. Mitchell, as Warden to Psycho here. What exactly are your problems right now? Like, what's your deal? What are you feeling about things? How are you doing? I just want to kind of know where you're at, man. You're permanently punished. I hate you so much. 97% chance of reoffending. Yeah, I get that. I don't even know where the 3% is coming from, Mitchell. You stay there. You're nice and clean now and probably less smelly. Please poke your head out the door. Now, the guard pavilion, does somebody just automatically start working there, or is that something I have to do in deployment? Aha! I believe it is. I mean, it's got a little box. Well, surely this should be staff only, right? Or should I assign armed guards? Maybe I should. There we go. Okay, and it should be staff only, for that matter. Well, I think it already is. But anyway, yes, so, okay, we've got an armed guard that's going to show up there. Why in God's name would you put a regular guard or a dog guard there? I don't know. But all right, armed guard there. You know what that means? Time for another armed guard. So I've only got 3 left that I can get. You can hang out down there. You do whatever it is you feel. Shoot whoever you like, largely Legendary Mitchell. And actually, you know what? I'm going to put another regular guard on duty too. Just beefing up the numbers here. Getting it better. Beefing up the staff around here. Gulage, what are you doing? What are you, What are you up to these days? What you doing? You just kind of hanging out? You having a good day? You killed anyone yet? Actually, have you killed anyone yet? What have you done recently? Nothing. You've done nothing. You've been here for 2 days, and you've done nothing. You are the all-star. You get some sort of, extra treat at the end of the day. There we go. That's more like it. One of my armed guards has picked up the task here. So in case Legendary Mitchell gets out, we've got one more shot at him. Literally one more shot at him. Could Legendary Mitchell get this guy? He's up in a tower. I can't see that Legendary Mitchell would be able to... Oh, I can absolutely see that he'd be able to bust down the door, climb the ladder, and just shank this guy. I'm sure he can do that. But then mechanically, I'm sure he can't. There should be no way he can get up there. Maybe he can. Maybe he's magic. I'm pretty sure he's magic. Lee, welcome to MaxSec. What did you do? Oh, you're terrible. Oh, armed guards. Yeah, put this guy on the watch list, too. Well, Barker just got caught here. What were you doing, Barker? We found some drugs on you. Okay, that's basically fine. You'll spend a little time in solitary or lockdown. I broadly don't care about you. How are my new cells coming, kids? Yeah, not bad. Not bad. Oh, now the flooring goes over that area. I don't like that. Well, that's not good at all. No, I want different floors here. That just looks terrible. Why would we do something like this? Give me a ceramic floor after I've said that I'm not going to spend all my money on flooring. Clearly, I'm doing that. You can have a cargo floor because I think that's fun for you guys. And you can also have a cargo floor. And I wouldn't mind putting down Flowery Field, but no, instead you can have a checkered floor. It'll be fun. Well, it's here. We can begin to execute people. I may or may not do that immediately, but I'm at least going to start to get it outlined. I just want the option more than anything. So this looks like a pretty choice place for death row down here. Actually, I say that. I was thinking I actually would not mind another staff room because these guys have to walk all the way back to the other staff room to kind of rest up. Would not be a bad idea to do that, or an armory or a kennel down here or something. That's a lot of infrastructure to put in. Maybe, okay, here's what I'm going to do. What do I need for execution? Show me that again. Just an electric chair. Okay, for argument's sake, how big is an electric chair? Oh, very tiny. Oh, very, very tiny. Okay, good. We can totally handle that then. Let's just get a foundation going. I'm not even sold that I'm doing it right now, but I'm going to build something down here. I'm just not sure what it's going to be yet. So you can sit right... Maybe I should leave some room for some cells in here. I'm going to do that. I'm going to leave some room for some cells. And you need a door, obviously. Why don't you have a... where's just the regular jail door, please? Just a regular old jail door can live right here. And then let me know when you're done with all of that. I'm going to go check in on my other cells. Oh, yeah, this is always good news. The CEO's on the phone. What? The board decided to experiment with a number of cost-saving measures. Oh, dear God, man, what are you doing? Are you taking my guards away? Reduce the meal quantity and meal variation policies. Oh, okay. Well, that's going to make people riot, but we've done that before. All right, what do you want now? Change the prisoner's meal quantity and meal variety policies to low for 94 hours? Do you know how fussy this is going to make people? Do I have to do this? Just on principle, do I have to do this? Maybe if I do it, it'll go away. So the way I'm reading this is, first of all, I don't see anything saying what's going to happen if I fail. I'm also seeing that I have 94 hours and 1 minute to do it because it keeps ticking down. So maybe if I just kind of get that out of the way, it'll just sort of go away. So low, and we were already on low for the variety. Okay, no, we do have to keep it going for another 93 hours. Ooh, that is going to make people fussy. Do I have to do that? Could I just let that sit there forever? I don't know the answer to that question. Let me know in the comments if you know. Now, bright and early the next morning in the prison, and I've got some money, and I've got some prisoners showing up. So I'm going to take that 10K with execution liability. I think we'll just get that done. If we are going to start killing people, we may as well be killing them as soon as possible. Unfortunately, it apparently won't be Legendary Mitchell, but I'll learn to cope with that information. I'd like to get the perimeter wall extended. I'm going with another staff room. Yeah, I'm going to go with another staff room. Could somebody dismantle that window, please? And I'm just going to put a small staff room right in here. It won't be much, but it'll be something. And then let's get a staff-only door in there. That could go maybe, I don't know, right there. That'll be a little shorter walk for a lot of the guards in this area when they want to take a break, which hopefully should get them back on duty sooner. Well, they finished this foundation. This workman unfortunately got stuck in there until a guard comes in and lets him out. Let's get some utilities going on over here. We did that, and then we did that. I bet the electric chair is going to need a lot of, electricity. And then let's put up a wall. How do I want this to go? I'd like there to be some cells, and then sort of the electric chair could be sort of in its own little room here. So what if it was just a tiny little room for the electric chair? I don't know what kind of door we need, so I'm just going to use a regular jail door. That seems sensible. And then do I now earmark this out eventually when I've got the things that I need in there? So execution is going to be in here. I know. But what about the rest of it? Is there a death row zone? Hang on. Yes, there is. Okay, so there's a whole zone just for death row that can all be in there. All right, I'm going to set it up first, and then I'm going to figure out what I want in there. So let me, you know what I'll definitely want? A couple of basic cells. So cell and cell will fit in there very nicely. Get me those two, and then I'll kind of hash the rest out later. Now, speaking of cells, they have finished out all my other cells there. That brings us up to a capacity of 95. 95. Okay. This is all fine. Let's do... How many more cells could I get in there? I'm looking at, maybe 3. 1, 2... Just squeeze through. Oh, no. That's wrong. That's totally 100% wrong. Actually, with the 2 cells I just put on death row, I think this will eventually bring us up to 100. So I got 5 cells outlined. We're at 95 right now. I've got 5 they haven't built. I think we hit, or will at least have hit, our 100 capacity. And that'll get that ticked off. That'll be a nice little cash dump too. But what do I do about... Wait, whoa. Where's Legendary Mitchell? Where is Mitchell? Oh god, I've lost Mitchell. Oh, he's gotten moved to another solitary cell? What is this staffed or zoned at, rather? What is the problem here? Okay, yeah, that's not zoned as... Why is none of this zoned as minimum security? I thought I did that. Maybe I didn't. Clearly, I have not. No, you're not supposed to go there. No. Why are you doing that? You have solitary cells down here that are geared for you. They're max and super max. I'm not getting why they're taking them to a weird solitary cell. Well, now I've got to keep an eye on you again, now don't I? And they did finish out the walls and foundation for my new staff room. If you guys could want to get those bricks out of there anytime in the near future, that would be fine. But let's go ahead and make this a staff room. Just a nice little small one. It's not going to be anything too crazy around here. It should just be a nice little area where the guys can chill a little bit. So have that. And then what kind of things do you need? 4x4. Okay. So this ain't going to cut it. Probably should have read that before, huh, Dave? All right, well, it's not going to quite meet the... Well, what else could I do with this? I could make it into cells. Okay, hang on. D-zone all of that, then. Yeah, go ahead and get that out of there. Let's T-zone that. This might have to be cells after all. You know what? I'll make a decision on it next time. I'll have a think about that. I could very easily rework this and slide some cells into there, though. That is probably an excellent place to call it on Prison Architect for today. We should hit our 100 prisoner goal really momentarily as soon as they're done building all these cells that I'm having them build. And then I gotta figure out how to deal with Legendary Mitchell, who is in the wrong place again. And maybe if we're very lucky, we can start accepting some death row inmates, of which I desperately want Legendary Mitchell to be one of them, but that's not how the game works, so I am told. Guys, do please keep the comments coming in and let me know what you're thinking of Prison Architect. And hey, if you enjoyed the video, do please leave a like down below. It does cheer me up no end when people do that. And if you're new to the channel, maybe just checking it out for the first time, feel free to hit that subscribe button. See more of this or less nonsense! Until then, I'm Dave. Thank you, as always, for joining me in the wee hours, and we'll see you next time. You know when those alarm company advertisements say, somebody's the victim of a robbery every 11 seconds? It's these guys. It's the Powells. They are, in fact, the victim of a robbery every 11 seconds because, me. Pablo here is looking for a little favor. Little financial favor from El Devo Magnifico. Citizens Tropco, everything is under control. This is not a fire. This is not a fire. This is an aggressive urban redevelopment program.